Hi, it's Barry from Wakefield in the UK, and welcome to another day on planet Earth. It's a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are in the world today. And it's the Super Sunday shout out, and one or two quotes to finish with. And we're looking at July the 5th, and a few quotes and shout outs to get you fired up and ready for a Super Sunday. And I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and this will make it a lovely weekend. And good morning, Wendy. I must apologise for any mispronunciations on any names today, as I usually do. There are a few little sort of tricky ones, so I do apologise if I've just got your name wrong. And the shout outs are for new subscribers on YouTube and connections on LinkedIn and followers on Twitter. So I appreciate all your followings, all your connections, and all your subscribing, and that goes out to everybody that's involved with me. I don't always get a chance to to say thank you, but this is a thank you to each and every one of you. Always appreciated, always. So let's have a little go. I've got Nicola from Scotland. That's an easy one. I'll try and be quick because there are quite a few this week. So I do apologise for any people that might get bored by it, but we'll have a go. So Nicola from Scotland, two mentions. Ellen Clark from Buffalo, New York. Sajev Hargovin from India. Peter Lumu from Jinja in Uganda. Linda Gibson from Ireland. Brenda Rachel from Nanaimo, British Columbia in Canada. And also, Brenda, they're the founder of Humanity with Heart. And so thank you for subscribing there on YouTube, and also for following me on Twitter. So good luck with that, with the Humanity with Heart. Worth looking up is that. Lilian J. Gardner from Italy. Lovely to be followed by you, Lilian. You're a lovely lady, and you love your music. We've been having some nice little tweets together. So and you've got your computer sorted out now and your headphones, so hopefully you'll be able to listen to the music that I send you, and keep going well. And as I say, from Italy. Patty Griffin, Julian Hayes from Bristol in the UK. Verdi Ma from California, who's a poet. Keep up the poetic work there, Verdi Ma. Grandad Gura, made in Wales, but now living in Clacton-on-Sea in the UK. Looks a lot like Mel Gibson. Mighty Hype, or Hype, H-Y-P, from the UK. Andrea Tweets from the USA. It was a good handle, that, Andrea. Minnie from Macedonia in Ohio in the USA. Minnie, many thanks. You've got a lot of followers there, and thanks for the lovely tweets, etc. Been lovely. The Actionistas from Chester in the UK. Yes, with Judith Joy from the USA. Ranking Grow International. Hassan Chuib from Michigan in the USA. Julia Hutchinson from Florida in the USA. And by the way, I hope you all had a fabulous Independence Day, 4th of July Independence Day yesterday, and you're not too hungover today. Douglas Bundy, a student at the University of Nairobi in Kenya, student farmer. Good luck with everything there, Douglas. ZZC, Katrina White from Sydney, Australia. Mauri Jallo from Gambia in Africa. Anna Gaudriault from Principal Street, Canada. I think you're a French Canadian there, Anna, so thank you very much for following me and good luck. Ama Nikita. And the last one on this week's is just Lovely on Twitter. So that's a nice handle to have there, Lovely. So many thanks to all of you for following me and subscribing and connecting with me. It's very much appreciated, and I hope we all have good talks together. So on the shout-outs, I normally do not on the shout-out, sorry, on the quotes. It's normally inspirational quotes, but I did a couple of famous failures just, I think it was yesterday, and there's one or two more famous failures. So in a sense, the inspiration that I do is from lots of people that had to do things over and over again and had many failures. So I think these, and they're all names that you will all know of, and I will, instead of going on after each mention, I will say here endeth, and that basically means that you know how well that they went on to do after all these failures. So I'll start off with Michael Jordan, basketball player, was cut from his high school baseball team for the lack of skill. So that proved well wrong. Colonel Hardland David Saunders, KFC, a lot of people won't know his name as in, I know him as Colonel Saunders, but Hardland David, middle name, so a lot of people, as I say, wouldn't know that. Couldn't sell his chicken. More than 1,000 restaurants rejected him. So he went round, I know, like I've read about him, carrying his chicken from restaurant to restaurant and eating place to eating place until he eventually was taken on, and as I said earlier on, the rest is history. J.K. Rowling was unemployed, divorced, and raising a daughter on Social Security while writing the first Harry Potter novel. Her novel, Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishing houses. So she obviously carried on, and she was eventually taken on, and look how famous and how many millions and millions of copies of Harry Potter have been sold. Soichiro Honda was passed over for an engineering job at Toyota and left unemployed. And you'll all know the famous brand, the car brand Honda, and that was Soichiro who went on to do that. Henry Ford was a failure at 3 businesses before finally succeeding with Ford Motor Company at the age of 53. So getting into his years there before he succeeded with the Ford Motor Company, and everybody knows Ford. Rejected by Decca Recording Studios, who said, "We don't like their sound. They have no future in show business." And that was the Beatles. So amazing. Stephen King's first book, Carrie, was rejected 30 times. He proceeded to throw it in the trash. I remember reading about this, that it was actually his wife who took it out of the trash and just carried on until he became a great novelist. Stephen King. Bill Gates was a Harvard University dropout, and his first business, Traff or DAF, was a failure. We all know what happened with Bill Gates and Microsoft. Thomas Edison's teachers told him he was too stupid to learn anything. Thomas Edison had well over 100 failures with before he invented the light bulb, and just by saying that, it's amazing. Sometimes when you get a bit of a kickback and people say that you can't do things, that gives you inspiration to carry on. So remember that if you're having a few failures along the way, keep going, the next step, and you too will become famous. So many thanks for watching today's Super Sunday shout out and quotes. I hope you all have a Super Sunday today. I hope everything goes well beyond your expectations. Stay safe, be happy, be fabulous. Keep that positive mindset and positive attitude up all the time. And join me tomorrow for a new week ahead. A magnificent Monday shout outs. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye.